meditation. We are a little bit later than we usually are, between the hours of 12 and 4 on a Wednesday, but it's been a little bit of a Wednesday for me anyway, and I I was thinking about the teaching that I wanted to share for this session, and it comes from my colleague at Bethel, Rabbi Deborah Migdal, and I hope I can use it with her permission since we didn't explicitly talk about it, but Rabbi Migdal was teaching me about the experience of serving people in hospice and how being with people in the most vulnerable moments is a moment of divinity, is a moment when you experience God working through yourself. And I was so taken by that, and taken by that description of it, which on occasion I've had the gift to experience as well, being by someone's bedside when they're dying, or just ministering to people who are sick in general. I wanted to give that a little bit of time today and talk about that a little bit today, because it's such a beautiful idea, the way that we can be in a space with someone else, that we can channel something for somebody else, to be with them in such a difficult time, and to really not only empathize, but to share the space with them. This often happens as well when officiating at a funeral. And even though it's hard to describe it in the position of the clergy person, I think just to be in a space with another human being, to empathize with them completely, to be there with them, whether you're physically holding their hand or you're just witnessing what's happening, you're just being a human being, is one of my rabbinical teachers taught me years ago, was that when you're ministering to somebody, that you don't always need to be a rabbi or be a cantor or be a pastor. You just be a human being. And sometimes that's enough. And sometimes it can be an immense experience to do that for somebody else. And to get back to our humanity sometimes, in the middle of this week, we just do this short 10-minute time together, just to get back to our humanity, to know that we're capable in certain instances of being that for somebody else, of being a vessel for God's divinity on earth, for touching other people in a way that is really important and essential. And maybe we, in these certain circumstances, we're meant to be there for a certain person, as we know that people have been there throughout our lives for us. So, something to think about as we sit for a few minutes here and just give gratitude to Kadosh Baruch Hu for the opportunity to be there for our loved ones, to serve them, to serve other people, to be able to do that, to live some of your life in service, whether your job involves service or not, in a sort of a direct way or a literal way. To be in a position of service to other people is a deep spiritual practice, both in Judaism and, of course, in other religious traditions. So that'll be our focus just for these few minutes that we're doing, to be in service to others. And to breathe in that gift, that opportunity to be in that space. Just breathing in and out on a stream of thankfulness, of gratitude. The humility of being in that space. Well, thanks for joining me for this midweek meditation. I will be here every Wednesday to do some chant and teaching and silent devotion, and hopefully it's helpful to you to just recenter in the middle of your week. So thanks for joining me each week for this, and want to give a shout out to not only Robin Migdal for the teaching today, but also to Tiara Jocelyn, who gave me the awesome tagline for this program, which they call Zen of 10, or 10 of Zen. I think it's called 10 of Zen. I love that. So maybe I'll keep calling it your 10 of Zen. Have a good one.